The patch led to issues with Microsoft Azure virtual machines reliant on Intel CPU architecture. On January 12th, Microsoft released PowerShell Core 6.0 for the Mac OS and Linux operating systems. In February 2018, Microsoft killed notification support for their Windows Phone devices, which effectively ended firmware updates for the discontinued devices. In March 2018, Microsoft recalled Windows 10s to change it to a mode for the Windows operating system rather than a separate and unique operating system. In March, the company also established guidelines that censor users of Office 365 from using profanity in private documents. In April 2018, Microsoft released the source code for Windows File Manager under the MIT license to celebrate the program's 20th anniversary. In April, the company further expressed willingness to embrace open source initiatives by announcing Azure Sphere as its own derivative of the Linux operating system. In May 2018, Microsoft partnered with 17 American intelligence agencies to develop cloud computing products. The project is dubbed Azure Government and has ties to the Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure JEDI surveillance program. On July 4, 2018, Microsoft officially announced the acquisition of GitHub for $7.5 billion, a deal that closed on October 26, 2018. On July 10, 2018, Microsoft revealed the Surface Go platform to the public. Later in the month, it converted Microsoft Teams to Gratis. In August 2018, Microsoft released two projects called Microsoft Account Guard and Defending Democracy. It also unveiled Snapdragon 850 compatibility for Windows 10 on the ARM architecture. In August 2018, Toyota Toshiba began a partnership with Microsoft to curate fish farming tools using the Microsoft Azure application suite for Internet of Things IoT technologies related to water management. Developed in part by researchers from Kindai University, the water pump mechanisms use artificial intelligence to count the number of fish on a conveyor belt, analyze the number of fish, and deduce the effectiveness of water flow from the data the fish provide. The specific computer programs used in the process fall under the Azure Machine Learning, the Azure IoT Hub platforms. In September 2018, Microsoft discontinued Skype Classic. On October 10, 2018, Microsoft joined the Open Invention Network community despite holding more than 60,000 patents. In November 2018, Microsoft agreed to supply 100,000 Microsoft HoloLens headsets to the United States military in order to increase lethality by enhancing the ability to detect, decide, and engage before the enemy. In November 2018, Microsoft introduced Azure multi-factor authentication for Microsoft Azure. In December 2018, Microsoft announced Project Mu, an open source release of the Unified Extensible Firmware Interface UEFI core used in Microsoft Surface Hyper-V products. The project promotes the idea of firmware as a service. In the same month, Microsoft announced the open source implementation of Windows Forms and the Windows Presentation Foundation WPF, which will allow the further movement of the company toward the transparent release of key frameworks used in developing Windows desktop applications. of Windows Forms and the Windows Presentation Foundation (WPF), which will allow further movement of the company toward transparent release of key frameworks used in developing Windows desktop applications and software. December also saw the company discontinue the Microsoft Edge project in favor of Chromium backends for their browsers. February 20th, 2019, Microsoft Corporation said it will offer its cybersecurity service Account Guard to 12 new markets in Europe, including Germany, France, and Spain, to close security gaps and protect customers in political space from hacking. In February 2019, hundreds of Microsoft employees protested the company's war profiteering from a $480 million contract to develop virtual reality headsets for the United States Army. And there's the history of Microsoft. How did it become so popular? Well, I'm gonna have to say that it has to do with the fact of its buying out Minecraft, which is a really huge game, and millions of people are playing it worldwide. And let's also not forget the Xbox, since that is one of the most popular video game consoles in the world, and it's also releasing the Xbox Series X fairly soon, and it's going to be competing against Sony's new console, the PlayStation 5. And let's also not forget that it is one of the most top-selling companies to sell the most PCs. Like, most people are using Windows, and that's like most of the population of PC users. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.